Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Smart Music Business Podcast episode. And I want to talk to you about why starting is easy, but finishing is hard. And this is the difference between success and failure in everything that you do. So let's rock into this. I spent the last 14 years playing over 1,000 shows, touring 22 different countries, and become a top 40 Billboard charting artist. I fired my record label to go out on my own as an independent artist to market and release my own music, selling thousands of albums and millions of streams. The question I always get is, how did I do it without a label and sell even more music? This podcast is here to show you the way. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my music business and a loyal fan base. So hey, hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm just going for a walk here, my morning walk, getting it in here. This is the Walk and Rock podcast, just giving you guys the best info I can. And I was thinking to myself, I've got a lot of unfinished projects that I need to finish. Some of them are songs, some of them are as a radio campaign, one of them is an ebook. I got a lot of things that are just not done yet that need to get finished. And there's nothing more that will stress you out than having a whole bunch of unfinished things. And that's why you need to set deadlines. You know, nothing gets done without a deadline. And so there's a couple things that I'm going to put deadlines on and make it today, that they're going to get finished, it's going to get done and off my plate, and I'm not going to think about it anymore because it swirls around in your head and it causes overwhelm and it's just a distraction. And that's why you want to become not just a good starter, but a good finisher. Because let's just be honest, it's fun to start new things, to start new songs, right? To come up with a new song idea or start a new project or a new book or whatever it is. But let's just focus on songs for a second. And because I bet you've got a whole bunch of unfinished songs or ideas that you started on your hard drive or in, your Pro Tools or Logic or whatever you use, but you haven't finished them off. And that's because finishing is hard. It takes more effort to just, cut away the bad parts and really dig in and give it that extra final touch and make it great. But guess what? That's where you get the most reward, is when you finish. You don't get rewarded for starting, you get rewarded for finishing. This is the same thing with a contractor or anybody who's getting paid for a job. They'll get their deposit or whatever in the front, but they don't get the final until they finish. And so I want to encourage you, if you want to get paid and you want the results and you want success in any area of your life, you've got to learn to finish. This is the same thing even with dieting or an exercise program. You need to learn to finish going through the program. We make these commitments to ourselves and our dreams and certain things, and we start and we get all excited, but then we hit one little roadblock and we give up. We give up and we say, oh, it doesn't work, or we just get distracted. It's always one of those. And so I want to encourage you to start being a good finisher. Go look at all the list of tasks and the things that you've got to do. Choose them and start knocking them off and banging them out one after one. And you watch how not only will you'll feel a sense of confidence in knowing that you finished something. Because, nothing gets done without a deadline. I'm going to say that again. Nothing gets done without a deadline. Go put a deadline on it. Go block some time in your calendar. Start saying no to things until you finished. And you know what? Like, your willpower and your confidence, and I can't tell you what a boost of just like feel-good energy that will provide for you, knowing like, hey, I completed this task. And stop adding more stuff onto it until you finished. Because I see it all the time, like with friends and fans and just people in general, but definitely I've had so many different people play me songs that aren't done, like tons of songs that aren't even done and things that aren't finished well. And that's the thing. It's not even just about getting it done. It's getting it done well, getting it done to your best of your ability, as opposed to just whipping it out there. My music video that we just finished, this music video for the song called All Time High, and we haven't released it yet. It might be released now after when you're hearing this recording, but we just finished it yesterday, and the first edit, it needed some stuff, but it was fun shooting it, and my buddy had fun shooting it, and, we did some really cool stuff. He painted me in all these different outfits and did some cool stuff. But you know what? That was fun. But the real work is in the editing. And my video director even tells me that. He's like, yeah, shooting is easy. It's in the editing and getting the fine tuning and putting it all together where the real effort comes in to finish it and put that last spit and polish. And even on the first edit that he sent me, my wife wasn't like loving it, and I didn't hate it, but it just wasn't like, there's just missing some stuff. And he added a few more little things, a few more touches here and there, not a lot, but it made a huge, huge difference. And, this is the difference between, an A-list mixer and just a regular mixer. It's that last 20% that takes a song from sounding, okay to sounding freaking amazing. And it's the same thing with the songwriting, same thing with the hooks, that extra melody or the, better lyrics, better things that just make it sound better. It's that last 20%. So I encourage you, go finish and make it great. Give it that extra oomph, that extra 20%. Go the extra mile and get some stuff done and watch your mind become clear and less overwhelmed. Hey, I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So if you're a struggling artist and you're just trying to figure out this music industry, you want to go full time with your music, you want to get noticed on social media, or learn how to launch an album, an EP, or just get your music more marketed out there, I want to encourage you to check out my coaching program called Fanbase University. Every single month, I jump on the phone 2 times with my students and I coach them and I teach them how to market their music, how to get noticed, how to handle booking agents, record labels, and just get their music out there. Also, you get access to exclusive training, you get interviews with music industry professionals. If you want to find out more and not do this on your own, not struggle, because I've wasted thousands of dollars on my career, and now I want to coach other artists. Check out my program, fanbaseuniversity.com, or click the link below to find out more info.